Welcome back, everybody. She is here to put a little flower power in our cell phone cases. Please welcome the beautiful Flower Orly.
Oh, thank you.
Flowers have power?
They do.
Do they?
Oh, they do. Don't they make you happy?
And they smell nice.
That's not power, though.
That's power. The power of smell is
Yeah.
stronger than any
Believe
whatever
me,
sensory
I know.
channel you have.
Oh,
Wow.
how dare you?
I cannot believe I set you up for that. Dinus.
All right, take it away, Orly.
Okay, well, this is really fun because I don't know, I think we all did this as kids, is we pressed flowers and then you would make like stationery or you'd put it on things. It's just a really fun process. So that's the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to press the flowers. Now, when you're going out looking for flowers, I'd recommend smaller flowers because we want to do kind of a compilation, you know, sort of a nice little design, a few different things. If you do anything that's too big, you're going to lose the space, you're going to lose dimension, so you want to do smaller ones. These are some that we had out in our garden by, of course, you know, Shirley does such beautiful things. And one thing to think about, I saw this flower and I thought, that's so pretty. Look at how chubby that little nub is, right?
Yeah.
This is not going to be able to lay flat at all. So even though this is a really pretty flower, I may either have to see if I can cut it and have it still hold its shape or not use this one because of that. Next thing you're going to do is you need a really big book. And you want to lay everything out and kind of keep in mind trying to open it up because once it's smushed, that's how it's going to press. So you want to make sure that you sort of open them up just like this and put them in. And so we'll put them inside. Then you kind of watch it as closely as you can to make sure you're getting it right. Yeah, we got it. Okay.
Got it. We're good.
And now you would put a couple of books or a weight on top of this. My husband has big 25-pound weight, so that's what I put on top of mine. But you really do have to leave it about 2 weeks, really, to really let them get great. So about 2 weeks. You can also buy them. I found these on Etsy, and they came in these little bags. Aren't they so sweet?
Yeah.
Are they real?
They're real. And look at this. Look at how
They're so perfect.
perfectly pressed that is. I mean, are you kidding me?
There's only one side.
It's amazing. So you can buy these as well if you want, and it's not expensive. It's maybe like $3 or $4 for a bag of each one. Okay, so the next thing we need is our phone case. Now, depending on what style you like, we've got the clear version of it, and I'm actually going to show the inside of this in just a moment, but we've got the clear version or colored version. Step 1, Mod Podge. And you want to brush like this, something that's super, super delicate because we're going to be brushing on top of the petals and we don't want to push them around. We want it to glide. So the first thing that you're going to do is, well, actually, I lied. First thing you're going to do is create your design. Yeah, you felt it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Mod Podge.
Mod Podge.
She tried to throw us off with that.
Exactly. So what you would first do is kind of create your design. So lay them out and figure out exactly how you want this to look. And then you can either take a photo of it if it's really intricate and really specific, or you can just sort of slide them off and keep them like in the right spot so that you remember sort of how it was and you know, okay?
Where they go.
Next thing is the Mod Podge.
There you go.
There you
See,
go.
like that?
You're welcome. And you want to do a really nice, lightweight layer here because you don't want it to get really goopy. It's going to dry clear, but you might still see the little teeny brush strokes. So as thin and as sort of delicate as possible and as even as possible.
Is it possible to do it so you don't see the brush?
Not really. I haven't found a way. I have seen versions of this done with resin, which is a little bit tricky and finicky to use. Yeah. But if you're comfortable with resin and you know how to use it well, then this is a great project to use it on. So next we're just going to press it on.
Oh, I love it already.
You know, isn't it just so like...
I was going to say it doesn't have to be a clear case, but they look good with the white, too.
No,
Yeah,
I like the green one.
I got to say, I thought that I was going to like the clear most, and I actually don't. I actually like the way the colored versions came out much better.
Unless you had a white phone in a clear case,
truthfully.
then it would...
Or
Yes.
the champagne-colored phone.
Yeah, and that's a really good point, you guys, because we see it clear and we think, oh, how cool, it looks like it's floating, but your phone's going to go behind it.
Right.
So you're going to get that color. So make sure that you incorporate those colors. Okay, so let's say now we're done. This is what I've done on this one. I just put the bottom layer and put these on top. You can see they're not sealed on the top at all. Right. So now we go in with a really light layer again. And what you want to make sure that you do is you want to go in the same direction as the petals.
So you don't break them.
So you don't push them around in any kind of weird way. Right. So now go really delicate to sort of seal them. all the way over it. And then you're going to do a couple of layers, layer after layer of the Mod Podge as it dries.
How long do you have to wait before you do this top layer over top of the flour?
I could probably do it now, or I could wait a few minutes. But like, look, it's not going anywhere. This particular one, that's pretty stuck on there already. Yeah. So, but you want to let these layers dry. Each layer, you want to let it dry, then go back over, because you don't want to create goopiness or any weird lines. You want to keep it as even as possible. And one sort of final note is that you don't, if you see like a gooping of it, like you think you need a little thick layer right there and you see a gooping of it, even though Mod Podge should dry clear, let me show you this one. See here. Oh.
It's broken.
We're back. We're back. We're back.
We're up and running.
See right there? It had too much and it's not drying clear. That's dry and it's not drying clear. That's why you want to do all those even layers. This was a version that I realized I messed up on and I learned for my next ones. Super thin layers over and over, let them dry.
Okay.
Really let them go. You can put a blow dryer on them, but that's really it.
So
and once it's sealed, it's sealed.
So if you already have Mod Podge, because if you're crafty,
yeah, if you're crafty.
And you have your cell phone, probably already have a case, and your neighbors have a flower garden.
Yes.
What's this going to cost you?
It's going to cost you $0. The book store.